So hi everybody, today we're bringing you a special guest. This is someone that if you don't know him, then you're not, then you don't love Christian music. But if you love Christian music, if you love praise and worship, then this is a household name. I'm talking about evangelist Chuks Chidube. But I wouldn't want to mess up anything about him, so I'm going to ask him to introduce himself to us. So please introduce yourself to us.
Well, I appreciate you, my beloved one. My name is Evangelist Chuks Chidube, popularly known as This Kind God and Praise Channel. I'm a gospel music minister and ordained minister of the gospel. I do several things, but for now, music minister. So we'll get into other things.
All right.
I'm glad to be here, man of God.
Sake, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So tell us, who is Chuks Chidube?
My name is Evangelist Chuks Chidube. I'm a gospel artist.
Okay.
I'm an ordained minister of the gospel.
Okay.
I'm an author. I run an online radio station. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a marriage counselor. I do about 15 different things, but people know me more with music. So I'm glad to be hanging out here with Chidi. Salute, appreciate you for your time.
Okay, you know why I'm laughing? I'm laughing because finally, you people, good for you. Finally, I found someone who talks the way I talk. You people used to call me jack of all trades. When I say I'm a minister, you just like you were saying exactly what I said. When I say I'm a minister of the gospel, I write books, I sing. You see, somebody's doing 15 things and you thought I do things. Okay, so let's know tell us where you're coming from. Tell us a little bit about your background. Did you just drop from the sky and just became Chuks Chidube? Where are you coming from? We want to dig a little bit deeper, to your background, where you're coming from. Just run through your life for us in 2 seconds.
Yes, I want to say that I'm a product of grace. I was telling them 2 days ago, right here in Canada, anyway, I'm here in Ontario. Uplifting Jesus.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's here in Toronto, Canada.
Live. So I told them 2 nights ago that if anybody should qualify to climb the altar and take the microphone and sing, I shouldn't be the one, because at age 14, 15, I was already going to nightclub, scaling school windows to go look for dance for places, 5 kilometers, trekking, So bad boy Jesus found bad boy, changed him, and to the glory of God, 36 years ago I met Jesus. I've never backslidden once, and I'm not planning to. So in my family, I was the first to get born again, and I was the most unqualified. So God finds you at your on an unqualified state and qualifies you to use you. So right from my young age, I knew I had something to do with music and broadcasting, but I was not too sure of how it would go. Yeah. So when I was still an unbeliever, as far back as when I was in primary 4, 1974, don't ask me my age now. So 1974, primary 4, I was the youngest in the school band, exposed to flute. So I've been playing musical instruments from then till now. So but when I got born again, the music ministry thing now immediately, almost spontaneously came up. So I was a motor spare parts dealer. I would lock up my shop, would carry a band and move around cities and schools, playing in the East. Then our Sense Anglican Church, I must mention that church. That's where we started in Abakaliki. So that's it.
So sorry, I'm cutting you short.
Yes, sir.
You see, a lot of people like to, when they see, because you are a success personified. You have played your music. We had an event a couple of weeks ago, and the #1 song that we're playing, you guys know that song that goes, "This Kind God." This is the person that sang the song.
Yeah,
so we already had it in our program, and just to tell you, to show you how popular your music has become, and it has blessed a lot of people. And to hear you say that you were mechanics, a motor parts, spare parts dealer, I'm like the same Chuks Chidube.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in knowing paint a picture for us, how your childhood was, the kind of things that you must have gone through, or was it all rosy? Were you born with a silver spoon? Did you have life so easy, or were there obstacles in your life that when you look back now you're like,
yeah,
how did I make it through those
some people talk about silver spoon, and I've heard about plastic spoon before, but I didn't come with no spoon
at all.
I don't know spoon at all, because we had it rough. My mother had us 9, I was the 7th, so we were part of the team. The whole family, all of us, would carry mama's restaurant wares to the main road, not in the shop, display them openly after school. You do your stuff, and we'll start about 6, shut down about 10:30, 11, before we go to bed. From the child.
Wait. When you say restaurant, is it a restaurant or mama put?
Mama put anyway. Because you know now.
No. The people see. We don't want to sugarcoat anything. See, do you know why it's important that we actually make people understand?
Yes, sir.
Because what we try to do through our program is to let you understand that, see, everything you see, because a lot of people don't believe in hard work anymore. When you see people like this, you think they are ready-made. They are not ready-made. You may be going through something right now and you think there's no hope for you, but when you hear someone like this who has gone all over the world, I was just talking about US, and I was telling him, are you going to visit? He said, no, I've been there like 10 times within a short time. I'm like, you see, this person has traveled all over the place. To hear him say that at a point in his life, he had to help with his mother selling mama put. That's just to let you know that whatever you're going through, it is possible. Where you are right now does not determine your future.
Excellent.
So if you can go through that and still be at the level that you are right now, it means there's hope for somebody out there. Yeah. So tell me, you did
still that part of it. Then what they call for those who understand Okada, motorcycle, to use it for transport. I used motorcycle for transport. I push truck, the wooden stuff we push to carry sawdust for mama's mama put business.
Yes.
I push like 2 kilometers, get sawdust from the rice mill in Abakaliki and push it back to Ogudu Road, Abakaliki, where
I know that place.
And I helped some people to do that for some little change. I was an orange seller at a point.
Orange seller.
Even now, I can still peel.
You see.
I can still peel orange.
You see your
fast
degree,
type.
You see the kind of certificate that he has. You see where it's coming from. There is no pastor without a past.
Yes.
Are you hearing his past? There is no testimony without a test. This is where the tests and the trials that you went through. So you sold orange. You sell motor spare parts.
Motor spare parts.
You push truck.
Yeah, I slept on the floor in Lagos for 2 years.
Slept on the floor in tell me about that one.
Yeah, so when I by that time I was already born again, and then I heard clearly from the Spirit of the Lord that I should be getting ready for Lagos from Abakaliki, where I was born. I'm from Anambra anyway. So my family did not believe me. Why should you go to Lagos when you didn't have anybody? What will you be doing there just with your boss guitar? Are you going with money to open a shop or something? I said, well, I heard the voice of the Lord. They said, we'll let you be, because we are sure if we tell you, we won't answer. We won't listen to anybody. Yeah. I hung my boss guitar on my back and carried the small thing I had and went to crash with a friend, a cousin, slept on the floor for 2 years, still singing, because I've been singing for a very long time. So still singing in churches, singing in programs. Now there's glamour in gospel music. When that time there was no glamour. We'll minister, we won't get love offering. It was a privilege to be able to handle the microphone. It's still a privilege, I don't know, for me now, but let me use the correct word. It was not monetized. Music ministry was not monetized. We were doing cassette then, not even CD. Talking about 1989 when my first album came out. But before, 4 years before then, I was already singing, doing gospel. So found it very, very difficult to break even. So my first album came out in 1989, Take Jesus to the World, and it was released from the same Abakaliki I was talking about. Wow. So I was telling them also somewhere last two nights in Canada here, I was singing Take Jesus to the World. I was living in one local village somewhere. But now it's gone to different continents, UK, US, South Africa, Dublin Island, different places, many, maybe up to 20 something.
You know what I hear?
Countries.
You know what I hear? You see, there was something you said you heard clearly from God.
Yes, sir.
And God has told you to take Jesus to the world.
Yeah.
But in your small village, in your small enclave, it didn't make sense to anybody.
It did not.
But today, That take Jesus to the world is actually, God has fulfilled that word that he spoke. It's actually happening.
At least a little over 100 countries.
Did you hear that?
My music is impacting possibly more than 2-3 billion people.
Let me zoom in. When he's talking about 100 countries, these are like outside. This your song, this kind God. How did you come about that song? Tell me the story behind that, because that song, for you guys information, that song has been reproduced in how many languages?
We've done 6 languages, and I then did one track of it translated into Igbo language, which I sent you.
I heard it in the car. That one is something that you guys have to wait for.
Yeah.
It's a big thing. You know, we don't have to expose it now.
Yeah, let's
we have to know. We can't talk about it now. We have to package now. Things have changed.
The verse tells the story of that song. You turned my morning into dancing. You took my shame and gave me fame. You turned my misery into a ministry. Blessed be your holy name. Now, this is one day copyright people that that's Yoruba. Ekun Okon Farao. That's Yoruba. Go to Akwa Cross River. Wana Basu, Tiba Basi, Etia Basi, Edidema Basi. This guy, God, so he tells the story. God can turn anybody's life around. That's why I've never seen your type. Seeing your type is a combination of Sierra Leone Pidgin English and regular English.
Yeah.
This kind of God, though, is Sierra Leone.
Oh, okay.
The other people will say this type of God.
Yes,
so this kind God, I never see your type. It's a combination of the normal African Pidgin English, but with a lot of emphasis on Sierra Leone.
Okay.
So it's a song talking about the almightiness of God, that if he could change my story, somebody that slept on the floor in Lagos. Okay, the big one, the huge one is that at a point in my life, I considered suicide twice. Twice, but God stopped me. I was not born again, because I tell people, one of the most frustrated people I could find on earth, I am in that camp, but if not for the deliverance of God, the most frustrated people I've found on earth are people who are multi-gifted and multi-talented, people who can do many things and get them all done well. So if you are in that camp, if it has not hit you, may God help you. If you are there, God will deliver you as he has delivered me, and he's still delivering me.
Amen.
Because if you check, a multi-gifted person can do 20, 30 things and do all of them right. But now, where do you major? Where do you minor? Trouble.
And you get so misunderstood.
You get so misunderstood. So that was my frustration. I was not born again. I didn't have the mind of God, but I couldn't understand how, with all the gifts God has given me, from primary school, I was already practicing broadcasting. Put one cassette here, put another one, be playing music, and say, check out this radio, how you doing to them, my people, I'm coming right here to face. Primary school, I was in secondary school, but yet I couldn't break even. So the frustration almost made me take my life. I considered it twice, but God knew where he was taking me to.
What was the turning point?
He stopped me.
What was the turning point?
Salvation. I met Jesus, and it was real, for real. Went through the in Scripture Union 10 Sunday School 10 series. When I was done with those 10 series, it was like Bible school. I later went to Bible school and I got ordained. But the turning point was meeting Jesus and knowing why I came here, to lift up Jesus. Praise channel is not a cliche, it's my life. To channel praise, I live for Jesus.
Tell me about this praise channel. Praise
channel is what I'm all about. It's the name of my band, the name of my ministry, the name of my God's radio station, everything about me. God well inhabits the praise of his people. No wise man should play with his cook, including my brother here, Chidube. Because you can play with your tailor or the person that makes your clothes, and if he makes mistake, you can sew that cloth back to his life. You can play with your gardener. If you mess something up, shoemaker can mess with dashing the shoe. But a wise man does not play with his cook. So I am privileged to prepare God's meal. And I know God does not play with me. And I should not play with God too. That's why holiness is not negotiable for me. I'm under a vow. Mess up, you die.
See?
That's a deadly vow. 36 years in the Lord, the vow is still on.
Good.
So nobody plays with this. God does not play with me. I know many people have entered trouble looking for my trouble, because I will mind my business following Jesus, and it's so with every covenant child of God who is living right. My message to you, even right at this point, hold on to Jesus. Wait for his time. You have time, but while waiting for his time, do the work of the ministry. Get involved in the church. Depending on your gifts and your abilities and what God has called you to do, get committed in the house of God and serve. God visits us at our serving point. And over, it's just a matter of time, your own testimony will come.
You know, there's something you just said now. You said something about holiness and
yes, sir.
Your vow.
Yes, sir.
You see, what has happened is there's a lot of times, and I did a program about it. People say, you know, all men are the same.
No, all men are not the same. All men cheat. It's not true.
No.
I've been married for 52 years. I know only my wife for 36 years.
Do you guys see what I'm saying? The same thing with me here. We didn't plan this, but I'm telling you people, I always tell people, it is a lie. I don't cheat.
Never. Any woman that's alive, any living woman that is alive that will say, I have had sex with her, send a post, counter it.
Do you see what I'm saying?
36 years.
You know,
Never.
I used to tell my wife, I think maybe something is wrong with you. Because when I see these statistics, it's a 2 out of every 3 men.
No,
4 out of
it's not
it's
true.
not true. You people must not believe all of those things. If you have fallen, if you have misbehaved and all that, there's an opportunity for you to get back and make it right. But don't, you that has not yet fallen into sin, don't go and say that, after all, they say that out of every 10 men, 9 has committed adultery. You know, say, oh, so me, it's not a big deal. No, it's a big deal. There are still people who are standing, not by their strength, but by the grace of God. It is doable. You see such a big person like him talking like this.
Stay months, 2 months, back to back.
Stay in the
keep
hotel.
myself for God. They did not give birth to me because of sex. They gave birth. I came into this world to fulfill a purpose. And it's true. Young people, I don't know how many very young ones watch, especially teenagers.
Yes.
There are living examples. We know of God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, but there are guys in your presence who are not living like others. One is talking to you.
You see,
you can live holy. Everybody is not a cheat. Everybody is not immoral.
Exactly.
You are listening to raw, real truth.
Every man doesn't have side chick. I don't have side chick.
I don't have no side chick. What will she do for me that my wife is not doing for me?
My wife will not do with me. My wife is the only one, beginning and everything, and it is possible, and it's not even hard to do. But anyway, let's leave that there.
Yeah.
Let's talk about gospel music.
Yes, sir.
Okay. A lot of people, because it says something, keep ministering, keep walking in the Lord.
Yes, sir.
A lot of gospel artists, and I wanted to speak to this, is it just okay for you to just become a gospel artist, just produce your song, and that's all you do? You think that's your only ministry? Or, because I think a lot of people are doing it, they are abandoning the work of ministry, the work of evangelizing, and thinking just singing is okay. Is that really okay?
Number one, it's not everybody that has a good voice that should be in gospel music ministry.
Okay.
It's by calling.
Okay.
If God does not call you into an office and you occupy the office by yourself, you are going to service yourself there and keep yourself and protect yourself from the forces of darkness because you are on your own.
Yes.
So you must be called and you have to confirm that calling before you get into this ministry. It's not easy. That's part of why some fall by the wayside.
Exactly.
But if you are called into it, your life is different. Now in the music industry, you have to also get ready to work hard. The Bible says, seest thou a man diligent in his business, he will stand before kings and not mean men. You have to be hardworking. You have to involve in the soul winning aspect of your calling. The end of every office in church, every calling and ministry in church is soul winning, including the ushering department, children department, Sunday school department. All are tailored towards winning souls into the kingdom of God. So if you're not cut out for soul winning, you are missing the mark concerning your ministry.
Exactly.
Also, there are few music ministers perhaps God has allowed to be on music full time. But I can say as an elder in this industry by now, maybe more than 90% are not called to be on music full time.
Okay.
I don't charge, but I ask my host the budget.
Okay.
I have a big band in Nigeria. We are 13.
Wow.
If you invite us, we ask you, what are you offering?
Good.
If you can't take care of all of us, can we come 6 of us? If you can't handle that, the third part, can I come alone, minister with your group? I mean, can I here alone? We have needs, but God has not allowed us to charge, and I'm not condemning those who charge. It's covenant by covenant. So get your hands busy. Exactly. Look for that thing. Step up yourself academically. If you need to work. You don't have to over-depend on music so that you can serve freely, not attaching so much importance to money that if money does not come, your bills cannot be paid.
Let me ask you another question.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people just pray to God they fast and they pray and they just go and sit down and believe God that miracles will happen. It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work that way. You have to work with your hands. You have to keep yourself busy. You have to be committed to getting your needs met.
Because people just say, I'm believing God. I claim it.
And when you are claiming it, you're doing something. Don't fold your hands and sleep. And manners don't fall anymore. If manna falls now, some people will not take it. They say it's too organic and not too clean.
Okay, let's talk about your music now.
Yes.
You apart from This Kind God,
yes, sir.
Which other songs do you have out there that really minister to you that you want to talk about? Which song minister to you because you remember either the experience behind that song or what it means to you? We may not understand because we just play the song, we enjoy it or whatever, but for you it means more than what, just like you have described This Kind God. Yes. Is there another song?
Yeah, well, it's on record. This Kind God was album number 16. That's when God remembered me. So you may be just doing 1 or 2 albums and shouting. Maybe some people their own story is different. The first album they hit it, but some will do more than that.
16.
So hold on with God. First one came out 1989. The 16th one, This Kind God, came out 20 years later, 2009.
Wow.
And when it dropped, in a few weeks, it became an international hit that sold massive across the world. Pirates have sold more.
Hold on. This Kind God came out when?
2009. And it was my album number 16.
Do you know, I didn't. So it came out far back in 2009.
It was my album number 16. And as it dropped in a few weeks, it became an international.
Do you know what people think? Do you know what? And I know a lot of you. we used to think that This Kind God was we thought it was a chorus in church that you now went and sang. Because it's been there since 2009. That's 10 years now.
Yeah, we've done it in different languages.
That's 11 years now.
Yeah. So, and then, if you go to Israel, there's a process in Israel. I don't want to advertise for them. About 1 year, 2 years after This Kind God was raised, they programmed it to be played. Whoever is taking any with some pilgrimage to Israel must go through that route, and the song officially set for it from about 2010-11 until now is This Kind God.
Wow.
If you've gone to Israel, you didn't hear This Kind God in any of the trips, you didn't go to Israel.
Oh, you see
and
that?
This Anambra boy, by God's grace.
So where are you from in Anambra?
Adazieno, an actual local government, Anambra State, Nigeria.
Awesome.
So I have other albums, apart from This Kind God, the 16th album. I think the Spanish This Kind God should be number 34, 35. Wow. We've done This Kind God Swahili, we've done This Kind God Efikibibio, we've done This Kind God in Liberia, we've done This Kind God Ghana, we've done This Kind God Swahili, Spanish, and then one like that. Then Igbo is just not a full album, but just a track of This Kind God, Udi Chineke, the type of God.
Yes, but you know.
But my song that
exactly
resonates with me seriously now is Heaven and Earth, that the video dropped last month.
Oh.
There's so much about. I'm a solo, a verse person. Chorus can be done, everybody gets that, but during verses, I bring into, most of my songs are about hope and testimonies of where I'm coming from. So in the verse, I said, I remember when I was nobody, you turned things around and made me somebody. I was a lost sinner, but your grace found me. Your love, your mercy, and all that. Now I'm privileged to serve you. It's all in the song as a verse. So it means so much. Heaven and Earth. It's on YouTube. It's out there. You Google research, you get it.
Fine. Now you brought me to another thing.
Yes, sir.
The way you, don't get me wrong, but it is you that told me how far you are coming. So it looks like you're from old school to new school.
Yeah, from old to new. Or mixed, combined.
So no. I'm coming somewhere. It's amazing how, based on where you told me you're coming from,
yes,
and you know the kind of music that was being done then, all the way in 1989, right? When you did your first album.
No, This Kind God was 89. First album was 1980. This Kind God was 2009. You're right. 89. First album, Take Jesus to the World.
So from that Take Jesus to the World, now you're talking about YouTube. You're talking about current things. You're talking
Instagram,
about,
Twitter.
So tell me, Are you using social media now?
I can't, even looking at me, you know I'm a yuppie.
That's what I'm saying.
My age will disappoint you.
So tell us, let me just go straight. You have a YouTube channel.
I have a YouTube channel.
Okay, what's the name of it?
Praise Channel TV. Please.
Praise Channel TV.
Praise Channel TV.
Exactly. What do you want us to
subscribe for me?
Exactly.
To help us win more souls,
yes,
please.
We have a lot of people. We have about 50,000 of you. I need you to do me a favor. I'm going to put the link to his channel.
Thank you.
The truth about this matter is, someone like him, he's been doing a lot of just free stuff, doesn't really care about, child. But look, this is his. It said a man's gift will make a way for him. This is his gift. This is his talent. And people like us need to encourage him. He's doing his level best. So now we need to encourage him. We need to go to his YouTube channel. We need to sow into it. This kind God, if you've ever sang it in praise and worship, and I know that you that is listening to me, you've heard it before, then you owe it to him. He's not asking you for money. All we need to do is
please
go to his channel and subscribe. I promise him that before he leaves Canada, we will reach 1,000 subscription. That's what I want you guys to do.
Let's go there, please.
Let's go there. Let's subscribe.
Soul winning.
Let's win souls by subscribing to his channel. Now, also, you're on Facebook.
I'm on Facebook, evangchukschidube. And then where my name is evangchukschidube. Instagram, evangchukschidube.
Okay, good. So please go to all his Instagram handle, his Facebook, on YouTube, and let us bless him, because he has blessed us also. Now let me ask you, are we expecting anything very soon from your staple?
Yeah, the thing is that I'm a workaholic, and music finds me. Some people say they receive song from God, so say they compose, they create. Me, that music songs pursue
they pursue you.
So if I release one song,
and then they pursue you.
If I release one track, I left maybe 15 or more.
Wow.
So I'm always, in fact, any season I don't have something I'm working on, I feel sick. I don't know when I will be free from that. And thank God I have a recording studio in Lagos. Praise Channel will work for people in Europe, UK. Awesome. Most of our clients in Praise Channel Studios Lagos are not in Africa. So technology has changed the narrative.
Awesome.
So
you have you have a studio in Lagos,
yes,
and people can come.
Sure.
So please tell us the address.
Praise Channel Recording Studio is at 19 Ogudu Road, Ojota. When you get to Ojota, Ogudu Road is just there, opposite NNPC filling station.
Okay, so people can come and produce them.
Sure, and I work with a team of professional singers and instrumentalists and everything. You will not be disappointed. Most of my songs out there are done there, and on YouTube I have several songs up there. But the latest thing now, there are actually two. Number one, we're working on pushing it through the Guinness Book of Records. When my marketer in London said people were complaining that all these medleys where you play one song, one track, it goes into 8, 10, 15 songs that they don't like. They prefer it to be track 1 you stop, track 2 you stop. So we took this kind of that plays for 50-something minutes back to the studio, sponsored by my marketer in London, and we broke it down into tracks. And one album that plays for 50-something minutes now gave back to 4 CDs. And they are long play CDs, so it's in 4 in 1 pack now. Good. And that 4 in 1 pack plays for 4 hours, about 4 hours, 20 minutes. And then Mega Worship that came after this kind of was also broken down, plays for 4 hours plus.
I have a problem.
Yes, sir.
Because someone like me, I don't play CDs anymore. So what am I
got something for you. And now we did Flash. When I went to Scotland, Europe last year was when it was released in Scotland, in Europe. So a memory card, USB that plays over 200 songs in 25 medleys and tracks. New albums are there, new songs are there, not in the market. That's the major thing I'm pushing, even in Canada here. And it plays for about 6 hours.
Good.
Bam, 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 praise, worship, all manner.
See, you don't have any excuse anymore. You see, he is on point. He is 2020 reliant, the Yopi.
And that Flash is first in Africa.
You see that?
The other one's first in the world. We're working on pushing it to Guinness Book of Records. One album that has given birth to 4 that plays for 4 hours plus. Awesome. Do you have any album that plays up to 3 hours? No. But I give you one that plays over 4 hours. We are pushing it through Guinness Book of Records.
You know what I want to do?
Hard work pays, man.
Exactly. You know what I want you to do for us, Chuks? I need you to get us, if you have this thing because people need to see them. I need you to get us your CD. I need you to get us your USB so people can actually see them. And then later, I'm gonna post for you guys addresses, links, phone numbers from all over the place. We're gonna get it from Chuks.
Thank you so much.
Put it up there so that wherever you are, every part of the world that you need to reach the original of this album, you can get it. Okay, so Chuks, I'm gonna give you time to go get us the USB.
Yeah.
I want to show it to them. So go ahead.
Right away. Right. Let me start with this, the USB.
Okay.
High quality. Then this is the flash. Play.
Whoa, I like
over 6 hours.
I like the shape like a key.
Yeah.
So this will be the key to your happiness.
Yeah.
Just slot the key.
And this is this kind of dimension.
Oh wow.
Instead of 1 CD, now 4 CD.
Now listen, channel sing.
Yahweh, you have done what no man can do.
Yahweh,
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 Yahweh.
Yahweh,
You have
you have done
done
what no man can do.
Whoa,
Yahweh, I glorify your name.
heaven and earth adore you.
Heaven and earth adore you.
Angels bow before you.
Angels bow before you.
Almighty Father,
Almighty Father,
you are worthy.
you are
Yahweh.
worthy.
Heaven and earth adore
Heaven
you.
and earth adore you.
Angels bow before you.
Angels bow before you.
Almighty Father,
Almighty Father, you are
say
worthy.
heaven and earth adore
Heaven
you.
and earth adore you.
Angels bow before you,
Angels bow
Jesus.
before you.
Almighty Father,
Almighty Father,
you are worthy. You are worthy. Heaven and earth adore you.
Heaven and earth adore you.
Angels bow before you,
Angels
Jesus.
bow before
Oh,
you.
oh, oh. Lift your hands and bless the name of the Father. He's worthy. Hallelujah.
You are worthy.
Sambeya mama,
Sambeya,
Sambeya mama,
Sambeya,
Sambeya mama.
yeah, a jin jin jin. Sambeya,
Sambeya mama,
Sambeya,
Sambeya mama.
Sambeya,
This is the way we worship you in Africa.
a jin jin jin.
Hey, yeah.
Sambeya.
I remember when I was nobody, you turned things around and made me somebody. Hallelujah. I was a lost sinner. Your grace found me. Your blood washed me. Now I am privileged.